Well, committee action on an Obamacare replacement might be scheduled sometime this week, but the way House leaders are handling the situation may be rubbing some lawmakers the wrong way. One America's Hines explains from Washington.
Reportedly, there is a draft of the Obamacare replacement bill somewhere in the Capitol. But some members of Congress, try as they might, haven't been able to find it, much less read it, says Kentucky Senator Rand Paul.
I went looking all over the Capitol. They said it was available, but only to certain members of a certain committee. And they said it was under lock and key and being guarded. And I said, what in the world would the health care bill be top secret for? So I went looking for it, but I was denied access to the bill. Even though I do believe it exists, I was denied access to that. And I think that's a mistake. I think we should do this out in the open. In fact, in Kentucky, it's illegal to conduct business that's not out in the open and transparent.
Denied access to the House leadership's bill, even though Paul is a medical doctor and has written his own Obamacare replacement bill. And that may be because the House leadership's bill may not resemble the Paul plan, which is supported by the conservative House Freedom Caucus, in one key respect.
Where the line is separating between some and House leadership in my plan is they want what are called refundable tax credits. That means you get back somebody else's money. I'm for letting you get back some of your money through a tax credit. I'm just not for letting you get someone else's money. But to me, if you get back someone else's money, that's like an entitlement program, and it'll grow and grow and grow. You saw myself, Senator Cruz, and Senator Lee coming forward and saying, you know what? Our starting point ought to be the bill we already voted on a year ago. We shouldn't vote for less repeal than that. Many of us think that the House plan is less than the repeal plan that we voted on, a year or so ago.
And Senators Lee, Cruz, and Paul are not alone. Jason Pye of the conservative activist group Freedom Works is skeptical of supporting the House leadership's health care plan, which he hasn't seen yet.
It's kind of frustrating that this bill is being put together in secret and not really anyone knows what's going on outside of the members of the committee. We need to know. We need to know this is something we can support. And based on that draft legislation, that draft discussion draft that was going around, we couldn't support that. Now, I'm open to supporting something that House Republicans put out, but we're not going to support eliminating one entitlement only to bring in a new entitlement. So Senator Paul, when he was going around trying to find a copy of that bill, was doing God's work, in my opinion.
Pye says that the House version of an Obamacare replacement bill supposedly closely tracks that of House Speaker Paul Ryan's health care plan. But that plan may not get far in the Senate unless the plan is reworked to meet the approval of Senators Lee, Cruz, Paul, and other conservatives. Hines, One American News, Washington.